Hi, my name is Hannah Gellermini. I'm doing my week 3 part 2 discussion post about differentiating instruction in a lesson plan. So differentiating instruction is extremely important because everybody is different, of course, so everybody is also not going to learn the same. Even though, like in my class, English discussion is extremely important, some students might not necessarily benefit from it because they do not benefit from that type of learning and it is not their strong suit. So it is important to not only have things like in my class discussion, but to also add things for other students. So, for example, my lesson that I will use as an example today is my one-day lesson plan, which involves the text 1984 and discovering themes of dystopian societies. So, through this text, we're going to look at different types of themes and analyze those and different ideas that are typically found in dystopian literature. So, in my lesson plan, there is group discussion as well as class discussion, and there is a short clip of a 1984 Macintosh commercial, which is involved with this text as well. So, it shows dystopian society and the students have to dictate what this text and what this visual are saying about dystopian society. To differentiate the instruction, I would possibly provide more visuals. I think visuals are really helpful for a lot of different types of learners, especially something like a PowerPoint. So a PowerPoint on this text that involves the different types of themes, concepts that are found in dystopian literature and providing images in that PowerPoint, I think would be really beneficial for a lot of different types of learners instead of just providing auditory analysis through like discussion, through class and group discussion. So by providing this PowerPoint, students are able to get a visual as well as take notes. So if they like to go back and reflect on notes, which would be really helpful for a test, I think PowerPoints are very important and a very good tool to kind of differentiate a lesson plan. Another really cool way that I found to differentiate my lesson would be to like mix up the product at the end of the lesson. So by differentiating the product at the end of the lesson plan, I mean by having students all learn the same concept. So they're all going to know the different themes, ideas, and concepts behind dystopian literature, but they're all going to produce a different product that works best for their way of learning. So in order to do this, I would make a worksheet that has different options for different types of learners. So in this, I would have for somebody who likes to write or expresses themselves really well through writing, I would allow them to write an essay about dystopian literature. For someone who is better at speaking or expresses themselves better through speaking, I would allow them to do an oral report about this, the same ideas and concepts as the essay. And if somebody is more of like a kinesthetic or a visual learner, maybe having them do some sort of art form like a comic book, or something really creative and fun like that so they can learn their best way. And that's what differentiating instruction is all about. It's ensuring that we as teachers are making sure that our students are learning their best way so that they can retain information. And I think differentiating a lesson plan is a very important thing as a teacher to ensure that every single student is getting the same opportunity to learn what we are teaching them. Thank you. Bye.